Welcome everybody to this episode of Beamng Roadkill, where Stubby Bob, or more known as Bob, returns to be an off-road beast. The long-awaited return of Bob. No longer can really call him Stubby because, he ain't Stubby. But this truck goes down in the history of this series to be a fan favorite. I have thousands of views, and I have 1,01300 views, I think, in the original video of this thing doing wheelies. This is purely a knockoff of the Roadkill Stubby Bob, but sadly that mod doesn't work anymore. The motors don't have sound effects, the fuel tanks don't work, and this truck is really just kind of hung in the universe of vehicles and just doing nothing, being there. I can't use it, I can't race it, I can't have fun with it when we do shootouts, and I want to change that this episode. And we're going to do that exactly. So, last time you saw this thing was on an episode of Projects where I put a motor in the back of it in the style of Stubby Bob, and that was terrible. But we've kept half of that episode. We put the thing on these big ol' super swamper tires that barely fit in the fenders there, but doesn't matter. So since that episode, what we have done is put that exact motor and cooling system and everything under the hood of the truck. There's a motor in the front of it again. We've also put some fuel tanks on the truck. The fifth wheel's coming off. I had an idea for this truck, but we're not doing that anymore. Completely different idea. And I just want to make this thing fun to drive. I want to make it just, a good vehicle that you could hop in and have fun in. So we're going to keep the Super Swampers, and we're going to soup up the motor that this thing already has. Now, what I'd love to do is make this thing go 12s. Will that happen? Probably not. I don't think we'll be able to get this thing to go 12s. But today we're going to soup up the current motor that's in it, and then probably later on a Projects episode we're going to go and drag race this thing. But I want this thing to be able to do a lot, and just because it's a big old truck, why not? It's interesting, it's different, this thing has been sitting around, and we can finally do something with it. It's finally time that I bring this thing back and try to make it cool, make it good, make it fast. And we are going to try that today. So, this is completely new territory to me, because I've never souped up one of these before. Oh boy. I can make the wheels dirty. I think we're definitely going to have to do that. We're going to off-road it. And then I think one other thing that I want to do to make the truck interesting, is there any... Yes. Perfect. There's a dirty livery. I want to make it dirty. Should have done these things before the beginning of the episode, but... Okay, dirty rust. I don't know what's gonna work and what isn't. That's a bit too much. Let's try this one. But no, it would fit the theme of Stubby Bob. Okay, those liveries don't work, so let's just leave it empty. I'll leave it tan. Okay, so we're not going to mess with that yet. I'll do that later, off camera. So first off, I'll leave the anti-locks. I guess I'll put a front bumper on it, just to kind of make the front end look a little nicer. does ruin ride height, but I don't think that that really matters at this point. I only really need one fuel tank, really. I don't need this much fuel on the truck. Yeah, I don't really need that much. Plate we gotta keep, mud flaps no. Radiator, I guess we can get away with. Side steps we don't need to worry about. Oh boy. Fifth wheel, that we can get rid of. That's just weight that I don't need. Front axle, is there anything that I can do? Ooh, I could put some off-road leaf springs on it. We're gonna leave all that stock. Brakes, I'm not really worried about. Ooh, we should put power steering on it. 100% there should be power steering on this thing. Front wheels, we're kind of fine. You can put chains on them, but we ain't bringing this thing up into the snow. Rear axle, this is where we got a locking diff. I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah, no, I think everything in the rear is pretty much set. Front bumper, I don't think there's much that I can do. I'm taking the front plate off. I don't want it. There's nothing really to add into the cab. I can't put racing seats in it. God damn it. I was kind of excited for a second to put racing seats in it. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good on the cab. Engine, this is the fun part. I think we got to put the race turbo on it. I think that's what I need. Wonder how many pounds of boost it can make. Oh, a lot. Okay. Yeah, race long block. Never souped up one of these motors before. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go. Oh boy, it's got a higher idle. Let's put a race ECU in it. Maybe I could even extend the rev range. Oh boy, I'm scared. Y pipe. We're just going to put a left pipe on it. I might put a muffler on it because this thing is kind of loud. It sounds cool, though. I will give it that. Maybe it'll roll coal. That's the goal. It needs to roll coal. Yeah, fenders. We'll worry about that later. Alright, let's hear it. Oh, it's loud. It rolls coal. Yes. Oh. Oh my god. Sketch-tastic. Sketch-tastic. Oh my god. Let's get off this mountain. Oh my god. That's sketchy. It's sketchy as hell. It needs a trans. 100% needs a trans. Oh my god. It does donuts. It does damn donuts. Yes. It needs a transmission 100%. But my god, is that insane? That this massive thing is doing donuts. Wow. Alright, well, I gotta get a trans in this thing, and we don't have one. So this is gonna have to wait a little bit. But what I wanted to do for this episode, to have fun with Bob, we're gonna take it where everything began. We'll be there in a few days when this thing gets a transmission. It needs it. The turbo is still spooling. It's making 0.6 pounds of boost. Wow, this thing's gonna be fun. I can't wait to take it around the track that we're going to. Oh boy. Yeah. This thing is loud. It definitely needs a muffler before we continue. But we're back here in Utah. For people who don't know, this is where we started out doing these episodes, is in this area. I think this is even where Bob was built. I don't remember that episode, but I'm pretty sure this is where Bob was built. And we're back finally. And there's a lot that's happened here. And I think the year that we haven't been here. This thing is insane. It needs a muffler. So we're gonna stop at the new track here and put a muffler on this thing because it really needs it. Oh boy. Slow it down, please. Yeah, I guess this is the starting point for this. Oh, but it needs a muffler. 100%. I'm talking over it. It is, for once, I've made something too loud. Exhaust. I can't. Really? I can't put a flapper cap exhaust? That cab. No, yeah, I cannot do that with the Y pipe. Well then. Alright, looks like we're getting 2 mufflers. Didn't want to do that. Oh, it needs it though. 100%. It needs the Y pipe. But I made sure that if we're going to have mufflers on it, we're going to have tractor flappers. Yeah. Ooh, you can hear the turbo more. The suspension does not enjoy this. Oh my god. Well, let's go over to where it all started first. And that's the old garages. And then we'll go have some fun in the dirt. This truck is way better to drive now with the mufflers. Definitely needs a different diff if I'm ever gonna drag race it. But yeah, right down here is where it all began. Where everything used to be stored. Where we did donuts. Can this thing do a burnout? Oh boy. The rear suspension ain't happy. Wonder what gear I could get into. Be quiet. Let me lock the diff in reverse. Yes. Wow, it smokes these tires. Oh boy, that wrong. That wasn't the right screen. I wonder if this thing could climb up that hill and make it. This feels like a bad decision. Oh yeah, it ain't making it up that. Oh, no, don't go in reverse. Jesus Christ, the transmission hates me. Only wrong button. Not used to this new keyboard. Let's see. Oh, it's at the RPM limit. Oh boy. Wow, there's 80 pounds of fucking pressure in the back of that? Put that down to like 20. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like 20 PSI. These are off-road tires. These ain't truck tires. Just watch, they're both gonna be like fucking flat. Huh? No. Maybe it'll grip better. Well, let's try locking the diff again. Six gonna have a blown up diff by the end of this, I know it. Come on. Yeah, it ain't getting up that. I don't think there's an easier one either. Well, let's go and have fun thrashing it on the dirt roads here. Yes, it drifts. Wow. That's a wall. Oh, man. I'm amazed that this thing drifts on dirt. Oh my god. It doesn't handle on the dirt, but it drifts. My god. Oh boy. Oh, we're going this way. Thanks, crashing. Oh my god. Now we can get through this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, hell yeah. Oh boy. I'm gonna destroy the gas tank. I didn't think of that. Wow. Come on, slow down. This thing is a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to take it down here. Oh boy. Oh no! Surprised I haven't broken the drive shaft yet. Or blown an airbag out. Oh, I do not want to clip a rock. Oh my. Okay, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Don't kill me. Oh boy. Alright, we gotta take it around the track. That's it. I want to see what it can do around the track, and maybe take it around the drift course, because I think that'll be even better. Oh, it might flip. There it flips. Come on. This is really bumpy. This thing is terrible at the track. Goofy as hell, though. There's more racetrack. See another starting sign. I want to go to that. There's a much more fun course that I managed to find. That's if I can get to it. Oh man, that's a tight one right there. I'm gonna have to come rock crawling here. It looks like there's a lot of rock crawling that you can do out here now too. That's cool. Might have an idea for the Jeepster to come back. Oh yeah, this is the other course, I think. This is the one with the drift course. Wall tap, wall tap, wall tap. Yes, I tapped it with the tire. Oh, man. Oh, that turbo's cool. This thing is fun. If you can actually get it to go through the gears and kind of hold one, it's great. I'm surprised I haven't broken the drive shaft yet. I thought it would have been glass in this thing. It won't stay in gear, it's too bouncy. I think this thing is gonna need a cage. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh, come on. Go, go. You got super swampers. Come on. I'm gonna try controlling the transmission myself here. The suspension's holding up pretty good, too. I thought it would have caved on itself already. Oh. Oh, this is much more fun. Gonna flip it again. It won't die either. I haven't had a single overheating issue or anything. It's perfect. Turbo isn't even overheating. It's beautiful. Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna flip at that corner every time. Oh. This is fun. Nothing will kill this thing. It won't overheat. It won't die. I think there's only one more thing that I gotta try with it. And that's burnouts for distance. Alright, this is like the last thing that we can try. Let's see what gear I can get into. Yep. Fourth gear. Alright, let's actually try a burnout for distance now. Oh, I got enough room? Oh yeah, I got enough room. Oh, that was gripping. Wow, it actually gripped. That's shocking. Oh, I can make it up that hill. Alright, well, Bob is back. And is unkillable. Like, I am surprised how much abuse this thing is actually taken. And it hasn't even, like, it hasn't overheated, it hasn't broke, it hasn't blown the transmission up, the drive shaft hasn't popped off. Oh, come on, I can get up this. Well. Oh boy. There you go, everybody. Stubby Bob has returned and is subpar. It can be better. I feel like it needs some suspension work done. And, well, ultimately, I want to send this thing down the drag strip. So, that you'll see on a future episode of Projects. But, yeah, I think this comes out New Year's Day. I think New Year's Day is a Wednesday. So, Happy New Year. If not, this is coming out for 2020 anyway. It's the first video of 2020. So, Yeah. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, though. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.